Tell me your honest thoughts. I sent in a submission for a role. I emailed them with all my information, my name, the name of the project, the name of the role that I wanted to go for. Side note, I specifically went for a smaller role just because I could tell that the quality of this project wasn't going to be the best. And I sent in my resume with a headshot, and at the end, I asked two simple questions. Is this role paid? Because the casting call just said some roles are paid, some aren't. They didn't specify how much or which roles or anything. And then I said, how many days of filming for this role? And then she replied, and which to me sounds snarky, but I don't know. You tell me. She asked me if I was new to acting because I asked how many filming dates for that role. Which to me, if you don't have the filming dates, you just say we haven't planned that far yet. But that's just me. You let me know if this is snarky. I then replied back with, per my last email, I'm not new to acting because, like I said before, in my initial email, I sent her my resume, which is completely full. I sent her as well my acting website, which you could clearly see I'm not new to acting, and she asked that question to me just to be a little smart aleck. But anyways, I continued with, I have over 70 film credits to my name, plus theater, plus music videos, plus commercials, and I added in this screenshot. This screenshot that I sent in was a side-by-side comparison of her IMDb credits versus my IMDb credits. Her 1 credit versus my 70 credits. Her 1 credit that she gave herself because she made her own film versus my 70 from being on multiple people's films who wanted me on their films because I'm so good that I earned that position. Anyways, my email continues on by saying, if you go to professional casting sites, they have huge movie productions all the way down to student films, and they are all casting and they all have filming dates listed. So it's not a strange question to ask. And then I added in this screenshot. This screenshot is a collage of 3 different casting calls. One is for Scary Movie, which is a huge film with Sean and Marlon Wayans, and there's a filming date listed as well. Another one for the Oxygen Network, which is also a big deal, and there is a filming date listed as well. Another casting call, which pays thousands of dollars, and there is a filming date listed as well, because it's not unprofessional to have a filming date listed on your casting call. Anyways, my email continued on by saying, I still would have never thought it was unprofessional for not knowing the filming dates, because sometimes that's the case as well, and that's totally fine. All you had to do was simply state that, no problem. I just finished wrapping a film, and then I put the movie's page, like a link to the page in the email, in which the director had just written the script, and he already knew that he wanted me to play the lead. So he had me read over the script to see if I wanted the part before he planned anything else at all. So again, not knowing the dates yet could have been stated in a professional manner, no problem. And lastly, she replies to my email by only saying, have yourself a good day, hun. And honestly, I think that's the only thing she said, because that's the only thing she could say. Like, checkmate, while you're sitting here getting snarky with me for asking a simple question. I didn't have to get snarky back with you. All I had to do was state the truth. Like, are you that dense in the head that you don't realize it's really simple and really easy to look up your credentials and to see how many projects you've worked on? And so while you're sitting here making fun of newbies, like it's this mockery, this thing to be laughed at, to be a newbie, even though it's not. Even the greatest producers and the greatest actors of all time at some point in their life were on their very first film set. But anyway, while you're sitting here laughing at newbies like it's this thing to be laughed at, all the while knowing that you yourself are indeed a newbie, and you can clearly see via my resume that's so full I had to take projects off. You can clearly see that I'm not a newbie, and you know that you are a newbie, and you're still sitting here trying to make fun of newbies like you're going to trick me into thinking that you have more experience than me, like I'm too dumb to be able to know how to look it up. Anyways, I just feel like even if there was a dumb question, like if someone were to ask, is Leonardo DiCaprio going to be there? Like, it still doesn't warrant you to get disrespectful. Like, the only thing that warrants disrespect is disrespect. Just answer their dumb question or move on. Even though asking what are the filming dates is a basic question. But anyways, I don't know. Let me know what you think.